Hi, Andy Nelson. So a lot of folks who want to obtain a federal trademark registration will use what are often called value sites. And you see them if you type in trademark registration or something like that in a browser, you'll get the sponsored ads at the top that will offer those services for $99, $199 plus filing fees, etc. And they seem like a really good deal. And for some of you, it may be a good deal, but for many others, it may not be. And here's why. A lot of folks think that applying for a trademark registration is a fairly simple process. And the process itself may seem like it is pretty simple because it's just filling out an online form, a number of pages. You just go from one to the next, to the next, to the next, until you get to the end and you pay and hey, there you go. But the thing is, there are legal decisions all along the way, even before you open up the page to start your application, when deciding how to apply for your trademark registration, from how to describe your goods and services accurately, not too narrowly, not too broadly, how to choose your international class, how to select your first use and commerce date, all things that you have to put into the application. And with at least some of these value sites, I haven't seen them all, what they are is kind of enabling sites that really kind of streamline the process that the trademark office website has. They're just kind of prompts, and they ask you questions, but if you don't have a good legal understanding of the context for these questions and the import of these questions, then you're just kind of taking a stab. And I'll give you a couple of examples. I've seen folks come to me where their marks along the way, their applications rather, got rejected, and I'm looking at it and I'm realizing, I'm asking them, what do you offer? They tell me what they offer, and I look at the description of goods or services, and it's not what they do, or it's to the left or to the right of what they do. And I ask them why, and they say, well, that was the only option that was close. That's not good enough. It has to be accurate. Otherwise, you're not getting the registration that you should be getting. Or I see people filing the wrong classes. A stupid example is when it comes to software. A lot of people file for trademark application or trademark registrations for their apps. Okay, apps are very popular these days. Oddly enough, that is a good, not a service. And so a lot of people file it in a software services class, not a goods class, which doesn't put them in the right spot and may impact their ability to protect that registration once they finally get it. So, and then one little extra piece of info, there was a study done not too long ago, in the last 10 years, last 7 years, I believe, from when this video was made, suggesting that people who file or apply for trademarks on their own, which includes using these services, these online services, a little bit more than half actually don't make it. So, in contrast, when folks use attorneys, the same study suggests that somewhere in excess of 80% make it. So if I'm remembering the numbers correctly, 80%, 75, somewhere in there. So at any rate, it can be done. These services could provide some value, but if you're one of those applications that don't make it, get rejected, and you need to get it fixed, and these sites, which again are kind of automated and don't offer that kind of lawyering to help you get around some kind of rejection, I'm not sure you're going to get the value you were hoping to get. So be careful, do some research. If you use one of these value sites, you may be able to use it effectively if you apply yourself beforehand and get yourself educated. The problem is, I assume a lot of people are using a value site because they don't want to do that, right? They want to streamline, they want someone to really hold their hand and guide them through the process. The issue is, of course, these sites don't really do that. They help you fill out an application. Again, I'm not speaking to all of them because I haven't used them all. I haven't used any. I do this for a living. I don't need to, but I know how they operate. I know how some of them operate. And it tends to be just kind of an assistant sort of platform that gives you prompts to answer questions that are really already there on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website. So I have seen some of the goofs. It doesn't happen to everybody, but it is not an insignificant number either. At any rate, that's it for today. It's just a beware thing. You can use one. It may be valuable, but you've got to spend some time really understanding the questions and the prompts you're going to be getting from these services in order to utilize them effectively. Anyway, that's it. If you have any questions about this video, drop me a note. Shoot me a note. Drop me a comment. And if you think someone would benefit from the contents of this video, please feel free to share it. Until the next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.